Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera?
Britney Spears, for sure.
Britney Spears.
Britney.
It's Britney, bitch.
In Sync or Backstreet Boys?
Ooh, hang on.
Sorry, I
Hang on,
gotta say
Pat.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Backstreet Boys just so there's not any bloodshed here.
Okay, I can completely agree with that. Would you?
But JT's.
NSYNC did have some jams though.
They did.
I'm still sticking with Backstreet Boys. Let's do it. Yep, Backstreet Boys.
Now they have a Backstreet Boys cruise. Would you go on it? Would that be something you're into, or would you want to see another band on a cruise?
Ooh, well, I mean, okay, if I get to choose, then yeah, I would most likely see someone else. But if somebody was like, hey, you want to go watch Backstreet Boys with me on a cruise? I'd be like, yes, absolutely. No, that doesn't sound like a thing I would ever want to do. That doesn't sound fun. No, definitely.
Now, were you guys Nickelodeon kids or Disney Channel kids, and what was your favorite show or movie?
Wait, do we have to choose?
You have to choose, or you can say both if you can't decide.
Honestly, I think I was mostly Nickelodeon. Dude, what was Miley Cyrus's show?
Hannah Montana.
No. Oh yeah, that was it. Not Hannah Montana. That's Disney. That's not the show I was thinking about. I was thinking about a different one, and I forgot the name of it. But I know that Nickelodeon had Doug, and I'm all about Doug.
Okay, hang on.
I was a Nickelodeon baby. Yeah, I loved every Nickelodeon show pretty much.
Really?
Yeah, I was,
Cat Dog.
except for not.
You didn't like Cat Dog?
Nah.
Angry Beavers?
Uh,
Wait, was that Cartoon Network?
Oh, you see,
I like Hey Arnold a lot.
Hey Arnold. Yeah.
I was a Cartoon Network dude. I didn't really watch much else. I know it's not a choice. Oh, whoops.
I keep getting mesmerized. With
Sorry.
the light.
I know it's not a choice, but I pretty much was almost exclusively a Cartoon Network guy. But I'd say if I had to choose between Disney or Nickelodeon, I would probably say Nickelodeon. Yeah.
Now, do you guys remember your first screen name or your first email address?
We actually
And
talked
what
about
was
this
it?
the other day. My first AIM name was Grand Theft Austin.
That's pretty good. Mine was terrible. It was the guy you saw at 89.
Mine was Otto Wood at Comcast.net.
Hang on, let me explain this. Otto doesn't do any kind of internet anything at all. He doesn't do any social media, and I just convinced him to get Gmail somewhat recently, so that way we can send things back and forth. Right, because he had an email thing that was completely it wasn't a server anymore or something. So you couldn't, and it would say default user, and you couldn't send him attachments. And it was a mess. But it was the cutest thing in the world. Whenever I was convincing him, he was like, "Well, let's get Gmail." He was like, "How much is it a month?" I was just like, "I fucking love you." Wait, can I say? I flippin' love you. Frumpin' love you.
Now, going off of the social media and technology, do you remember your favorite website that you used to go on when you were younger, like Addicting Games, Neopets? What did you do?
You guys did Neopets?
Neopets. I did Neopets. I had every kind, and then they all died. It's sad.
My first website thing I used to go on all the time was funnyjunk.com.
That's pretty good.
And the first social media thing I got way too into, and just
wait,
like all of us.
Do you guys remember Newgrounds? You were forbidden to go to Newgrounds.
I didn't go on that.
I did, and only because I was not supposed to go on Newgrounds. But
I remember Newgrounds. I didn't hang out there, but I knew of it.
I wasn't supposed to go there, and so I didn't. I was a good boy.
Yeah.
I was a good kid.
Who was your first concert, and what was the experience like? And when was it?
Okay, so my dad took me to see the Beach Boys in the teens of times before I saw anything on my own free will. The first one I wanted to go see and I got to was Green Day on the American Idiot tour with Jimmy World. So it's a good first show.
that is a fucking great first show. Mine was actually Warped Tour. I didn't really start going to shows until I was probably 15. So I got to see Fall Out Boy and My Chemical Romance and All American Rejects and Census Fail and all these guys on the fucking main stage, and it was the coolest. It's the best.
That's
so good.
I'm really jealous.
I got to see Katy Perry.
I was there that year.
I'm trying to think. I guess it was probably my dad, actually. My dad plays, and he got to his band got to play Aerofest one year. If you remember 93.7 the Aero?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so they got to play. It was at the Woodlands Pavilion. Yeah, and Styx was the headliner. So I got to see my dad's band, some weird band that did a cover of Tainted Love, and then Styx.
Nice.
So there's that.
What was your first?
My first concert was Britney Spears,
Nice.
and I wrote my college essay about it.
so
So,
Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera?
She said.
oh, Britney Spears. Oh, for sure.
was my first crush, like for real.
Oh.
For real.
I mean, I like Christina Aguilera too. Like, I think they're both equally talented, but I'm definitely more of a Britney.
I wish I could forget you, but it's out of hand. I give all kinds of something to have a plan. I could write a couple lines that would fall into a phrase, but I'm afraid of your